Where this project will be really unique is in the mixing of completely different animation styles in the same film. While the Russian puppets tell the story in real time, here in Cardiff, drawn cell animation is being done for the flashbacks and parables, to convey states of mind or the inner thoughts of the characters. They're trying to create a painterly style, inspired by the work of the artist Ashley Potter.
Seeing the original sort of development artwork that Ashley Potter had provided, it was a totally new direction and quite a challenging direction for an animator to go into. The sequences that I was fortunate to be in the position to be able to choose the sequence that I'd like to do. And the one that I especially liked was the Mary Magdalene sequence. It was great to listen to the voice of Miranda Richardson and Ralph Fiennes. It's just such an intensive sequence. I knew I would enjoy doing it, but at the same time, actually get very worked up and very involved in it. In that respect, I was just as happy to see it finished as I was to get it started in the first place, because it was totally draining.
Co-production in one country is tricky enough, but doing it over this distance is a lot to take on. Constant toing and froing between Cardiff and Moscow, months of discussions about tiny design details, language barriers, and mind-numbing bureaucracy can test the most patient of souls. But Stanislav is typically philosophical.
Каждый фильм имеет свои такие драматические кризисные моменты. Такой сложный фильм, такой ответственный фильм не может делаться просто. Вот поэтому, преодолевая вот эти препятствия, мы испытываем радость.
Derek has brought over the first of the big models to show the Russian team. It's a new departure for everyone. The animators having to learn a completely new technique, and designers concerned about matching the two puppet sizes and how the perspective will work with the backgrounds. Derek is not at all sure how they're going to react.
I think they connected these around the wrong way.
Для того, чтобы мультипликатору было работать с ней удобно, и для того, чтобы эта кукла могла выполнить все вот поставленные перед ней задачи. Она должна мимировать, что это очень сложно. Она должна артикулировать, при этом она должна оставаться в своем типаже и должна выглядеть, опять же, вот органично. То есть задача чрезвычайно сложная. Some construction.
I think they were very worried in the first place because they thought that it would lead to all kinds of horrible facial movements, you know, gurning. Whereas what I was saying to them was, look, you know, less is more.
Немножко ругалась, да. Но мое убеждение, что как раз вот эта вот искра, высекающаяся при столкновениях, она как бы и одухотворяет произведение. Потому что когда работа идет гладко, мирно и вяло, то, в общем-то, это видно и на экране.
Finally, the decision was taken to abandon the big puppets. The problems they could solve were outweighed by the new problems they would create. They'll just have to use them on another film. But the articulation of the mouths that everyone wanted was solved eventually by one of the animators, Sergei Olifarenko. He designed a series of removable mouths for each character, each one with a different shape corresponding to a different voice sound. You can see how it works when you slow the film down.
And she will be well.
This is a great breakthrough, but it's cost a lot of time. The delivery date is fast approaching. More animators are drafted in, and extra studio space is commandeered. The computer-controlled camera which has been sitting in a customs shed at Moscow airport for almost a month, has finally, without explanation, turned up. But even when things are going well and the studios are running at full capacity, the work rate for one animator is less than 4 seconds a day, and there's 90 minutes of film to make. Whichever way you look at it, stop frame animation is a painfully slow business.
Вот для того, чтобы сделать движение у куклы, я вот пользуюсь таким вот рейсмусом. Это инструмент, который помогает мне запомнить положение куклы в предыдущем кадре. Продвигаю вот осла, он идет. Значит, я должна подвинуть ему ноги, копытца. Вот. Он немножечко сдвинет уши, поднимет голову. А Иисус Христос немножко руку поднимет, опустит голову. Так, позиция уже есть. Следующую куклу. И вот так я сделаю эту заготовочку и снимаю на кинопленку. И вот на каждый этот кадр я фотографирую каждую позицию куклы. А потом, когда идет через кинопроектор сплошным общим движением, то и движение кукол сливается в одно. Наш глаз не замечает вот разницы в этих кадрах.
There is one piece of visual trickery still to come. Digital technology is used to generate a water effect inside the computer. This is combined with a technique known as blue screen, in which areas of the shot are painted an intense blue. These areas are then later replaced electronically with whatever element is needed, in this case water, the Sea of Galilee. But Derek also wants reflections to make the water really come alive. Here, the image of the boat is copied, turned upside down, and dropped into the water around it.
And no one will ever know.
No, except for you and me.
The final piece of the jigsaw is the music. Anne Dudley, who won an Oscar for The Full Monty, has agreed to compose it.
I've only done one animated feature before, and I've always had a hankering to do animation since watching the Tom and Jerry cartoons as a kid. Music can bring so much to an animation, and there's going to be a lot of it, and the music forms so much a part of it that it's a great, great opportunity to do something.
Oh, yes.
On the end there, where Peter's coming in,
Yes.
where he's challenged, I wonder if there's enough tension.
And should there just be a little bass drum or something like that?
Having written the stuff at the piano, then the very traumatic moment comes of playing that through to the director and saying to him, it just sounds like a piano, but there'll be trumpets, there'll be drums.
That's going to be flutes, and there's clarinet coming in there. And then she goes, and the percussion comes in here, and it goes, dookity, dookity, dookity. And it was fantastic. I mean, it's just really good. I know it's going to be excellent. I mean, even with piano and vocal accompaniment, you know, I was getting a lump in my throat. It was brilliant.
It's Lazarus. He's so sick.
Lazarus.
Please, you must come to us. Martha and Mary, they're begging you. Please, if you don't come now...
Reuben, tell Martha and Mary I will come. I will come soon.
Oh, please!
In terms of the religious subject matter, at first it was very intimidating, I must say, because there's like 9 centuries of religious music been composed. Some of the greatest music that's ever been written has been on this subject. But I was encouraged by Derek to think of it in terms of a story, and not to be too, the words he used, not to be too holy about it, to try and introduce the element of emotion, of adventure, of what's going to happen next, that you get in a normal film.
Lazarus! Come!
I think the finished film is absolutely brilliant. If this story has been told thousands and thousands of times in different ways, this is certainly a way that I've never seen before. And to be able to say that after 2,000 years, I think is extraordinary.
I think it's a huge achievement, and I'm very happy to have been part of it.
This is, after all, simply a brand new way of telling an old story. What I love is that this has been done very straight. No hint of preaching, no hint of cynicism, no hint of debunking. It's been done with great love.
I think the film's going to have important significance on two main levels. One is, if you like, the social or cultural level. There is an incredible ignorance about the basic facts of who Jesus was and what he did and so on within our society today. And whether you're a believer or not is irrelevant to this. You cannot understand the last 2,000 years of our culture without some awareness of who Jesus is. And I hope the film will go a long way to help explain something about that.
Anyone at all?
Go on. Put your finger here. Touch the marks. Don't be a doubter anymore. Believe.
My Lord and my God.
Yes. You believe because you've seen me, Thomas. But even happier are those who will believe without ever seeing me at all.
There's something has come together in it, out of all our efforts, that sort of is something that has grown within the film. You know, it's something that is quite apart from the things that we put into it, and we're now sending it off like the child that we've made. It goes out into the world and it makes new friends. And I'm hoping that it's going to make a lot of new friends.